So I mentioned earlier today in the scope that tonight we might be talking about time blocking. Yay, good. We might be talking about time blocking tonight. So I thought it would take me too long to prepare and I need to do all this stuff. And so I wasn't going to do time blocking. I was just going to make up something. But I really want to talk about time blocking because I had a meeting today. And an agent who has been in the business for 25 years said that he has an issue with time blocking, and it comes naturally to me, and I just assume that everyone else got it and everyone else does it, but that's not the case. So I'm going to talk about time blocking today or tonight. I'm going to talk about scheduling. This is not just a new agent video. This is for new agents. Thank you so much. They're not for new agents only. They're for new and experienced agents. As I mentioned, the agent today, he's been in the business for 25 years. Thank you so much, Jackie. So he said he has issues with time blocking. So don't worry if you can't see the calendar. But this is what my calendar looks like blank. I use a passion planner. I buy it offline. My coach last year my coach had me pick up a passion planner, and I picked it up. I will show you what I keep mine actually in a book here. This is my planner. All the colors, look. So this is my passion planner, but if you go to passionplanner.com, it's the end of the year. They will let you print off pages, blank pages for free if you go on to passionplanner.com. So I printed out just the blank passion planner here, and I want to go over a few things that I like about the passion planner. First and foremost, the passion planner goes from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. Hey, thank you so much for joining, good men. So the passion planner goes from 6 a.m. until 10:30. No, it goes to 11 p.m. So my issue with planners have been that they don't start early enough or they don't end late enough. I mean, a lot of planners, they start at 9 and at 5. Who's working 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or even 9 to 7? If you're in real estate, you're going to need a little bit more time. So it starts at 6 a.m., ends at 11 p.m. So it has a more realistic time frame for a real estate agent's work day and your life. And speaking of life, the other thing that I like about it is it has a special section if you're a list person. There are 2 areas down here for lists. On one of them, it's personal to-do list, and on the other, it's work to-do list. Most planners, well, not most, some of the planners are getting really good now, but a lot of planners, especially the older ones, they do not account for your personal, life at all. And so they assume that you only work. And so what happens is your personal life doesn't make it onto your calendar, which that's not a really good balance, if you ask me. So a few other things about the passion planner. I'm going to pull mine up because they're the blank pages. If you print the blank pages, it's missing some things. Like right here on the planner, it has usually a special quote or some type of activity, some visualization activity or something like that. You've probably seen that in a lot of the planners they make now. It's also got an area for you to put your focus for the week. It's got areas, it's really big on journaling, so it's got areas where you can write down good things that have happened so far. So anyways, going to go ahead and get into the meat of the planner. Passionplanner.com. I don't work for them. I just really love, yes, passionplanner.com. They are pre-ordering right now. They're going to ship this month for 2017. So, yes, passionplanner.com. So, yes, do not wait until, hi, Lila. Is that Lila Torres? Don't wait until December to order your 2017 Passion Planner. Don't wait. They sell out. They have a few. Hi, honey. How are you in New York? So we're talking about planning, time blocking. I'm talking about the Passion Planner that I use. And yeah, so passionplanner.com. Get it from there. It costs I can pull it up actually. I think it's $27 plus shipping. And you need to go ahead and order it now. Pre-order it if they are not shipping yet. So the 2017 dated version is $29.99 for the full size, which is the 8.5 by 11 that I have. And they also have a compact one that is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's $24.99. So go ahead to passionplanner.com and get your planner. So just showing you a blank version, and you don't need to see what's on it, what's written on it. And this is a partially filled one that I did tonight for just for the purpose of doing the scope. And then this is my actual calendar. This is my calendar, and you're wondering what the green is. Those are my blocks of time. So if you're not familiar with time blocking, basically about 6 years ago, I wasn't a new agent. I had been in the business for about 4 years, and I was just having challenges with keeping up with what I was doing. Either I started my day and I didn't have a plan, so I would get up in the morning and say, oh yeah, I'm going to work, I want to sell some real estate, I want to show some houses, and I would just kind of get up, check my email, check my voicemail, just kind of wing it. So that's how some of my days went. The other days I would start with this to-do list, and I would just write down everything that I had to do. I just had a working to-do list, and I would just start working down the to-do list. And so it seemed that I was not getting anything done. I felt like I was tired, like I was working a lot, but it just did not seem like I was getting anything of substance done. So I was in coaching at the time, and my coach, Terry, she brought me to her office, and she gave me these old raggedy sheets. I think I still have some. They're like ancient sheets that she gave me, pieces of paper. Just want to show you just because I think that it's funny. But of course I can't find it right now. Let's see. But anyway, she gave me these old pieces of paper. Hey, thanks for joining. She gave me these old pieces of paper and told me to like highlight on it. And I'm like, this lady has lost her mind. I was in my 20s. She was an older agent. And I was like, I am not coloring on this paper. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I had to do it because I was in coaching. Yeah, if you're in coaching, you can't be in coaching and then go to coaching and tell the coach what you're not going to do. It just doesn't work that way. If you knew what you were doing, then chances are you would not be in coaching. So I didn't want to color on the calendars, but I figured she's got me by, about at least 20 years in the business. So, and I'm here asking her for help, so I will do what she has told me to do. So I started coloring on calendars. Yay! All right, so what you're going to need for your time blocking, I've got some of it right here. For my time blocking, I travel in my purse, in my work bag. I travel with highlighters. So you're going to need highlighters, and I'll let you know what if you have any questions, pop them up here for me. I think I can read without doing that like I've been doing all week. But I have highlighters. Each highlighter on your schedule should have a purpose. It does not matter what color you use for what. It really doesn't. I have colors that I use, but it does, there's no law that says that you have to time block in color at all. I just do it because I'm a visual person, and it, does something for me. So the most important color is green. This one, there is a law with the green. Green is put on your schedule. It's for income producing activities only. Income producing activities only. Now, for that reason, you should understand why this one is the most important color. This is what you should see the most of on your calendar. If you got a calendar and it's all of any of these, you're not doing anything that's going to make you any money. So you may be very, 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 very busy doing your orange activities, whatever those are. But if you don't have any green on your calendar, then chances are your bank account is not where it needs to be, or it will not be where it needs to be going forward. Hello, thanks for joining. So, most important color on your calendar is green. So, what I do is on Sunday evenings, I plan my week out. So on Sundays around 10 o'clock, some book calls it Sunday night rituals, but this is what I do on Sunday night. I plan out my schedule for the week. Some things should be automatic. So if you are in real estate, you should be lead generating. Hey, hello there, hello there. If you are in real estate, you should be lead generating every day for at least 3 hours a day. Every day, at least, not at most, at least 3 hours per day. We can talk about what lead generating is in another scope, but I will tell you what it is not. It is not returning emails. It's not checking your voicemail. It's not following up with customers you already have. It's not being on social media, liking pictures. That's a gray area, but it's not liking pictures and posting things. Hello, hello, hello. So we'll talk about lead generation, but basically it's in green. So that means that the activities that you're doing in green are directly reflected in your bank account. You do this today, you get a check down the road. Income producing activities. So that's going to be calling new people asking for business, calling, maybe depending on if it's been 6 months, you can count that as lead gen if you're calling someone, following up to see if they're ready. If you call for sale by owners and expires or any kind of cold calling, that is lead generation. If you are on social media and you are going down your Facebook friends list and you are private messaging people, asking them if they're ready to buy or sell a house, yes, you can do that. That's lead generating on social media. Putting up a post is not lead generating. It will not necessarily directly increase your income unless you do some sort of instant, if you're an instant person who you're selling something on social media and your post generates sales, then you can put that on there. But as you can see, I've got lead gen from 9 until 12, and then down here after I take my lunch, I've got social media lead gen. So I actually separate the social media from my regular lead generation, which should be your bread and butter, which is on the phone, text messaging, social media, asking people who they know looking to buy or sell that you can call today. And that's the script. I don't care who you call your mom before you get off the phone. Is, by the way, who do you know, not do you know, who do you know looking to buy or sell that I can call today, not who do you know looking to buy or sell in 6 months, who do you know looking to buy or sell that I can call next year, who do you know looking to buy or sell that I can call today, okay? You don't say I'm going to, give them my card. You don't say have them call me. You ask them for the number so that you can be in control of contacting them. So anyway, I can go all day about lead gen. So lead gen goes on your schedule. It's in green. For me, lead gen is from 9 until 12 every day. It doesn't change. Now you may see here, there's no 3-hour block of lead gen, and let me tell you why. On Tuesdays, this is a meeting day in real estate. So on Tuesdays, I have my team meeting here every single Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Now, when you're in real estate, you do not have to, you don't have to go to the office every day. They used to say if you're in the office, you're not making any money. So if you're out showing property, if you have earned the right to work from home, meaning you're not licensed 2 weeks and decided that you want to work from home, but if you've earned the right and are disciplined enough to work from home, you don't have to go to the office. But one day that you do need to be there is whatever day that your company has its weekly team meetings. Now, if you're a new agent or if you're an experienced agent, and your brokerage does not have a weekly team meeting, then you probably are in the wrong place. If your office has a weekly team meeting and the people at the team meeting are there to sell you something, then you're probably in the wrong place. I treat my weekly team meetings like real estate church. I go there, I learn something, I take notes, I take my passion planner, which is my real estate Bible, I take my millionaire real estate agent book, and the topics change every single week. But you just need to be there. At Keller Williams, at my office, you have everyone from the brand spanking new agent. You have people that have not even been licensed attending team meetings. And then you have all the way up to the top agents. So it's not just a meeting for the people who don't know anything. So if you're a brand new agent and you're sitting in a team meeting on Tuesday, you are, hello, thank you for joining. Hey, hello, girl. If you're in your team meeting, is that Shaquana? Shaquana was in our team meeting on Tuesday. But yeah, it's everybody from the brand new agent all the way up to the experienced agent. So you're there. You get to learn things from people who are easily clocking 6 and 7 figures. So this past Tuesday, Shaquana came up from Augusta, Georgia to Atlanta to visit and attend a team meeting with me. There was an agent there who will make 7 figures this year. She's going to make over $1 million in real estate. Like, make it, not sell it. She's going to make $1 million. And she's in the team meetings on Tuesday. So you never know what information you're going to hear. So it would behoove you to block out that time on your calendar. Now, speaking of trainings and classes, blue for me means training, education, whatnot. If you're doing your calendar and you're a new agent or experienced agent and you've got a ton of education and training, training is great. But you can't be in class every day. You got to get out and sell some real estate. So I have my team meetings in green, even though it should be blue, but because I get to mix and mingle with all of the agents and I always learn something that will make me money, I count that as an income producing activity. It's just very, very important to me. So, so going on to training and the color blue on the calendar. As you can see, I do not have a whole lot of blue on my calendar. It's not because I'm an experienced agent. It's because I need to make money. So I can't be in class all day. So I had a coaching client today. She said her money is tight, but she was attending a class from 10 a.m. today until 3 p.m. Well, if your pockets are tight, then you don't have a whole day to sit in a class. If you need some specific help, you should be working somewhere where you can get specific help, but you should not be sitting in class all day. You need to get your training up front, but after you come out of your training, you've got enough information. There's going to be real estate classes until real estate's not going anywhere. Real estate classes are not going anywhere. So do not load up your schedule with classes unless you are a brand spanking new agent, like you just got your license yesterday. You should attend the company trainings and whatnot. But for experienced agents and agents who have gone through your initial training, blue, which is just my color that I use on my schedule for education and training, it should not take up as much space. So you're wondering, like, what class is she taking every morning at 8:30, right? So I have an accountability partner, and she and I talk every day at 8:30. So I count that as a blue activity, kind of a training mentoring call. We call every morning. We call each other every morning at 8:30. We talk, we do gratitude together. We do affirmations together. Sometimes we do scripts, and we let each other know what our plans are for the day, and we hold each other accountable. So that's why I've got something that looks like a class at the beginning of every day. So you're probably thinking, she's doing a lot of green and a lot of purple. I use purple for personal. If you're a Keller Williams agent or have taken bold, you know the bold law. If it's not on your schedule, it does not exist. Time blocking will allow you to block out time for your family. So because this calendar goes until 11 p.m., you know you're not going to be able to work. Well, me, because I have a husband and children, I can't lead gen right here. I can't work right here. That's my time for my family, and it's blocked off on my schedule. So if a client says I get off at 6 or I get off at 7, can I call you? You know, I'm like, that's my family time. Like, you can call me at 9 when I put the kids to bed. You can call me at 9. I mean, really, you shouldn't be taking calls that late. But if you have to, just make sure that you set your clients up with the expectation that you've got family time or dinner or whatever it is. If you have a family, if not, have at it. But that's just something that I do. And I want to circle all the way back to the beginning. I didn't really explain time blocking. You're thinking, what's the difference between time blocking and just writing a schedule? Like I was saying at the beginning, when I first started, I had these lists and I had, things to do, and I had just chaos. Time blocking says you set a specific time for certain tasks, and within that time frame, that's all you're doing. So if this has lead gen up here, then nothing else goes into that time. You're not checking email. You're not responding to text. You're not returning phone calls from your clients that you're already working with. It's time blocked. That time is blocked off. So if you are the type of person or the type of agent where your day gets away from you, that's okay. If you have blocked out 3 hours of your time to do something and it's not done by the time that time frame is up or that time block has expired, then I'm okay with that. It'll get done tomorrow in the next block of time for that same activity. For example, here, you'll see the color orange on my schedule. Orange on my schedules only. Again, the colors do not matter except green. The colors on my schedule for orange is projects, anything that I need to do, but it doesn't necessarily bring me in any money. So orange is for projects. So if I want to work on my website, that's not an income producing activity. Sure, you need a website. Sure, it needs to be up and functioning and all that. But if you fix your website and make it look pretty, it may not necessarily generate a sale right then, like picking up the phone and asking someone if they're ready to buy a house. So for my projects, if I'm going to work on my website from 2:30 until 4:30 on Monday, at 2:30, I'm going to hop off social media and I'm going to start working on my website. When 4:30 comes, it's done. If I'm not done, oh well. And so when time blocking was first introduced to me, I got anxiety about that because I was like, oh my God, what if I'm not done when that time is up? But when you set the expectation with yourself that when that time is up, it's up. Tori, my challenge is time blocking, but I understand it's important. My challenge is time. What do you recommend? You said your challenge is time blocking or it isn't? To the agent who works a 9 to 5. Yes. So I do have an example. If you work a 9 to 5, that's real. A lot of people work jobs, and so you have to still yes, it's still green, right? You're making money. So it's still income producing activity. So I was moonlighting towards the beginning of the year. I forget what was going on, but I was moonlighting. So I was going to, you see this is green on the bottom. It's not a full-time job, but it is a job. So even if it's a job, you still need to block that time out in your schedule. And it needs to be green because you are making money so that you don't feel guilty about going to work and taking care of your family. Put it on your schedule. Now, by time blocking, if you put your full-time job on your schedule, and you don't see after you put pick up the kids, that's got to be on there. After you put family time, that's got to be on there. Bible study, church, whatever it is that you put on there in addition to your 9 to 5, whatever is left is all you have left. So you have to, I think it's good. It's good for you because you get to realistically see what you can do. Sometimes as new agents or agents who work 9 to 5s, they think, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to lead gen right after I get off of work. When you can visually see your schedule and you have certain colors that you zoom into that mean certain things to you, you can physically see that there is no time. Or if you've got 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, you can see that you've got 2 whole days on the weekend, so that's where you're going to put some stuff. Then you have to look at, if it's a 9 to 5, you have to look at the evenings. So you have to ask yourself, one, after working a 9 to 5, am I going to am I going to have the energy to do anything in the evening? Do I have any children to take care of? Do I have any dinner to prepare? Do I have a man to take care of? Do I have exercise? Do I have church? Do I have anything going on in the evenings? If you do, going back to me, I block out my 6 to 9. So if you work a 9 to 5 and you have a family, you're going to have to put some purple time. Maybe you can't get in everything and just ask your family to understand it. Right now you're on a mission and that it's going to benefit everybody. But you block out your purple time for family, and then you say, okay, when I put the baby to bed, I'm going to have to at least get in. I don't care if it's 30 minutes. I don't care if it's, an hour. But guess what? If you're working your job all day and then you come home, take care of your family, what can go down here? What else? I mean, what is the only other thing that can go down here? It needs to be green. It needs to be lead generating, because you need to generate business in order for you to have some transactions so that you can get rid of that 9 to 5. So I recommend for people that have jobs. I have several people that I work with who have jobs. Real estate is not a part-time business, but you have to start somewhere. So I tell people the key is just don't schedule things unrealistically. If you know you're tired and beat when you get home, don't schedule anything. Just schedule it on your day off. And if you can get anything done, don't block off 3 hours at night. One, you can't call people at night. You could email them or text them. But for me, with my lead generation and making contacts, it does not count unless they respond. So sending out an email doesn't, an email blast or something like that, that's not lead generating. That's passive. That's marketing and advertising. So you can't lead gen that late anyways, unless you've got people on the West Coast, or if you're on social media, asking people if they're looking to buy or sell and they actually respond to you and you all have dialogue back and forth. Then for me, I count that as lead generation. Can you shout out my roommates who are in a coma? Lord. See, I got off Periscope for a long time, y'all, and I hadn't had to deal with people who don't have any time on their hands. I'm not used to it. If y'all been watching in the last couple of days, they just like completely stumped me. I just can't. I'm not used to people who have nothing to do with their time. So anyways, yeah, if you work a 9 to 5, just be realistic about the time that you're scheduling. And if you can, it's okay if it's 30 minutes. It's okay if it's an hour. It doesn't matter how small the amount of time is. You want to make it small enough, but not too small. You want to make it to where you know that you can get it done. You could put green down here, and you could put your goal is to contact 2 people. Like you can do it that way. Does that make sense? All right. So what else? I just have a few notes on here. Schedule family time. We talked about that. You're welcome. No, I'm not at school. So you can schedule family time, schedule drive time. Have you ever scheduled your made a schedule at all, and then realized you don't, there's just no gaps like to drive? And in real estate, we're driving. So make sure, like up here, I've got drive to the office. You have to put it on your schedule or you will be stuck. Your schedule, it really won't make sense. You have to block out your drive time so that you allow yourself that space. My yellow is called fire time or drive time. Fire times means put out fires. In real estate, we've got fires. The contract fell through. The appraisal came in low. That happened to me today. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm Real Estate Tori, or the 7-Figure Realtor. I'm a licensed real estate broker in Atlanta and Miami Beach, Florida. I've been doing this for 10.5 years. I also have a license to be an instructor here in Georgia. So be careful about people you're listening to on the internet with no license. So anyways, I've been here. So anywho, fire time, drive time. When you're driving, you should not just be sitting in the car. You should not be listening to Sirius radio. You should either be listening to an audiobook that is in sync with what's going on in your life or your business, or you need to be returning phone calls. I won't say checking emails and texts, but you need to be doing something while you're in the car. So if you're in Atlanta and you're sitting in the car for an hour, you need to use that time wisely. Another note I've got, if possible, set a time to turn your cell phone off. So I don't think we were created to have as much stimulation as we have. And in real estate, your clients will call you, is it worth buying a house not now while I'm young? Absolutely. You definitely should buy a house now. Values are going up. So even if you're young, I don't know what young means to you, but even if you're young, you can buy a house now. You can use it as a savings, a nest egg, and when you get ready to move on, you can sell it and cash out and get some money. So, but this scope is mostly for real estate agents, but that's okay. You can hang out here. Another thing, it's okay to have space in your schedule. So you want to leave some space, because when you're doing the lead generation up here, you're going to be doing that to set up for the purpose of setting appointments and coffees and whatnot. So you want to leave some space open when you're doing your schedule. You're going to leave some space open when you're doing your schedule to accommodate showings and things of that nature. What else? Any questions? Any more questions about time blocking? Okay. I really got to work on myself. No questions, Jackie. You're 22, have any houses in Dunwoody? Shoot me an email at toriwill@gmail.com. TORIWILL@gmail.com. I'm not. Okay. So, trying to think of anything else with time blocking. So basically, when I started time blocking, what do you do? I'm a real estate agent, real estate broker. When I started time blocking, my life went from chaos to just complete calm, because I had set time to do certain things. So try time blocking out. If you have any more questions about them, you can email me. If you are a buyer or a seller, you can email me. I'm moving to Atlanta real soon. Looking forward to meeting with several brokers. You can meet with me, Jackie. Send me, Jackie, shoot me an email. You can email my, okay, who that? Can somebody block him, her, it? Jackie, shoot me an email. You can use my, you can use admin at 7figuresinrealestate.com. Admin at 7figuresinrealestate.com. Shoot me an email. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. And I just chopped my hair off. I'm still trying to get with the natural program. I'm doing really good lately, though. It started out, I did the big chop, but I wear my hair short anyways, but I normally have the Halle Berry spiky pixie cut thing going on. So thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I like it. So I think that's it about time blocking. So just take you back. You start here on Sunday night. Honestly, some things are constant, like picking up the children or going to the gym. Some of you have routines already. Admin at 7figuresinrealestate.com. Yep. So some of you have routines already. So what you can do at the beginning of the month, not the week, you can go ahead and start your schedule at the beginning of the month. That's the best way to do it. Plan, 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 block, 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 block. That way when people are saying, hey, Tori, can you go to lunch with me? You know, can you go to lunch with me Tuesday at or Wednesday at 1? No, I've got lead gen at that time, but I can meet you at 2:30. Just do that. And so that's how the schedule starts. It starts blank. And then this is a schedule that is mostly filled in. Thank you so much for the hearts. And that's just a calendar that I did for tonight. But as you can see, every week it's not necessarily colored in, but the point is to have your schedule blocked and do it in advance. If you are going day by day by the, what do they say, by the seat of your pants, your business will definitely suffer. If you want some calm and control and balance in your life, time block. Thank everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can email me at admin@7figuresinrealestate.com. admin@7figuresinrealestate.com. I am Real Estate Tori _ Real Estate Tori, TORI _ on Instagram. That is my personal page. I never really had a personal page. It's my business page, but it had my clients and friends and family, and it had a lot of agents. So I was getting kind of confused on, you know, what am I, so the lead generation. What's the question? Throw that back up there for me. But yeah, so I was getting confused on what to post and when to post. And my clients were like, oh, do you teach class and whatnot? I do teach class, but my clients don't need to know that. So I created a 7-Figure Realtor page at 7-Figure Realtor, spelled all out, 7-Figure Realtor. Also on Instagram, I've got like 2, as part of going out showing homes. Yes. So on here, on Saturday, I've got showing. Now, I'm a leader of a team, so I have buyer's agents, so I don't show properties a lot. But that's what this here is for. Let's say that I did book an appointment when I did my lead gen that morning. This down here would be for showing homes. So you want to block out time for showing homes. So I just did an example over here. I try to work Monday through Friday. I try not to work Saturday and Sunday. I know you're thinking, what, a real estate agent, no Saturdays and Sundays? I try to do it. But if you're going to be showing, put your showings on the weekends or after your lead gen time. I got a question. I've got a closing, or I've got a client that wants to go out at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. Now, the key to lead generating and time blocking is to respect your time. So as you get used to it, your customers and everyone around you will know what you're doing during certain times. So if someone says they want to go look at a property during your lead generation time, or during your lead generation time specifically, you don't have to say, oh no, client, that's my lead generation time. They don't know what the hell that means. You're going to tell them, I already have an appointment during that time, but I can meet you at blah, blah, blah on Tuesday or Wednesday. You're going to give them some other options. So I don't care what it is. If it's a closing, don't make it a habit of putting things in your lead generation time. If you're at a closing, great. You've already made that money though. You need to be lead generating for the next deal. That's how real estate agents do the roller coaster, where you've got a closing and then nothing for another month. You have to keep lead generating so that you have closing after closing after closing. And if you're not respecting that time by doing early morning closings, then you're going to collect your check, but you're not going to have any more business lined up when you leave, if you make it a habit of not respecting your time. So yeah, that was a good question I thought of. So I think that's it. But like I was saying, If you are a buyer or seller or just want to see pictures of my kids and stuff, that's Real Estate Tori, at _Real Estate Tori_ on Instagram. And then the new page, please follow, is at 7-Figure Realtor, 7-Figure Realtor on Instagram. So I'm going to go because I got family time. My man's waiting on me. You all have a lovely night. If you have questions, admin at 7figuresinrealestate.com. Toodles.